So even if you have a new show, you probably should still be thinking about setting it up for monetization. And even shows with smaller audiences have the potential for monetization. So I have a few channels through which I have that available. One is that people can buy me a coffee for $5 a month, or people can sign up to a membership level for my show, which like for $15 a month they get exclusive invites to join me live in the virtual studio with my guests. So depending on what the topic is going to be, they're going to get advanced notice of what we're going to be talking about, and they can come and join us live and potentially have the opportunity to have their questions put to the guests as well. So that's just one monetization option. The other ones would be if you are someone who has your own products and services. If, for example, you have online courses and the likes, then it would really only make sense, especially if your podcast is related to the stuff that you do, that you promote that as a pre-roll or mid-roll ad in your show, that you have an advert for your own stuff. And even at this stage, you go on other people's podcasts and they come on yours, like we're doing, right? You can set up with another podcast and say, hey, look, I have an ad that I have for my stuff for my show. Would you run an ad for my show on your podcast? And whilst you do that, I'll run an ad for your show on my podcast, and then you cross promote with each other's audiences. So I think definitely want to be looking for those ways to build audience, but also you want to be looking for those opportunities to monetize. And most people are not really going to be looking at sponsorship until you really get into the top 1% or higher of podcasts globally, where you're getting 10,000 plus downloads an episode. And most shows are not getting that. Now, the average number of downloads for a podcast, for the average podcast, is about 25, 26 downloads an episode. That's a huge difference to the 10,000 or 100,000 plus that people would be looking for sponsorship deals and things. So that doesn't mean you can't still monetize. You can have affiliate things. I get book recommendations from people, so I put links to my Amazon affiliates up there for any books that get recommended on the show. There's all those kinds of things that can potentially add income to your show. But I do think if anyone is doing a podcast, and you'll hear this said amongst the podcast community worldwide, if your primary reason for doing a podcast is monetization, you're in the wrong game, because it takes a long time to monetize a podcast, and it's not easy. There are easier ways, there are quicker ways. YouTube channels are probably a lot quicker to monetize than podcasts. So podcasting is a long game.